Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, football fans of all ages. Welcome to JAG Field, home of the G-Men. And now please direct your attention to our western end zone. James A. Garfield High School is proud to present the James A. Garfield Marching Pride. In its 84th season, the Pride is under the direction of Taylor Sevilla, with flag line advisor Christina Pasecki, drum line instructor Mark Cito. The band is led on the field by band president Hallie Sevilla, drum line captains Hannah Koenig and Simon Curtis, and the flag line captain Jordan Haney. led by junior sousaphone Lane Andrews. Watch as the band performs Script GHS. Introducing this as the Pride plays another Buckeye and G-Men favorite. Here is Ohio's official rock song. Hang on, Sloopy! Now, would you please rise and remove your hats as the Marching Pride honors America with the playing of our national anthem, followed by the Garfield alma mater. And please welcome Senior Band President Hallie Sabula to direct tonight's alma mater. we are now be ready to bring out the team. We're going to make some noise. We're going to form the front line, fire things up. Let's go, G-Men.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to JAG Garfield High School for tonight's Division 5 OHSAA Playoff game between the Garaway Pirates.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Double GTV stream coming to you live from the JAG Stadium here in Garrettsville, Ohio. I'm pleased to be with you. Aaron Rohde on the mic for tonight. I'll be calling the game. I'm excited to be here. Here we are in a Week 2 playoff matchup between the Garaway Pirates and the Garfield G-Men, your Garfield G-Men. The Pirates come all the way from Sugar Creek, Ohio, about an hour-and-a-half hike down south, down in Amish country. A lot of fans made the trek up here. A lot of broadcasters, a lot of radio men up top doing their thing. The G-Men make it to the second week of the playoff, at least for their fourth year in a row, at least as long as I know. Fifth year as long as I've been here. Garaway's coming off of a Week 1 playoff win against Lakeview. They sit at the 5 seed. That's why we are here in Garrettsville. G-Men have the 4 seed. Higher seed than they had last year. They were the 5 last year, so we played away for Week 2. Reminds me of the 2-hour hike we had down to Harrison Central, about 2 hours away. That was a trek. Didn't get home until 11:30, close to midnight, but it was a good time. Went down there and kicked some butt. We'll see what happens here tonight. Garaway Pirates come in 9-2, both of their losses coming in the conference. Both close. They only lost by 5 and 8 to Ridgewood and Indian Valley, who are both still playing tonight in their respective zones. Obviously, the G-Men come in here 10-1 with a Week 1 victory against Trinity. G-Men, their only loss coming early on in the season against Warren JFK. And here come the G-Men. Obviously, this is a different G-Men roster that we see this year. We've had seniors fill the gaps from last year. Obviously, it's not easy to fill 4 all-state contending seniors with Keegan Sell, Jonathan Wixon, Eric Geddes, and honorable mention Leo Grandizio. Not easy to fill, but the G-Men have done a great job. The 6th time in 7 years that the G-Men have had more than one rusher go for 600 yards. This year they have 3. That'll be Devin Bates, Harper Troyer, and Brandon Bogucki. No one runs the single wing offense better than the G-Men here at Garfield. Consistently doing their thing. Head coach Mike Mosier at the helm. You see that a lot. 3 600-yard rushers is nothing to scoff at. They can also go over the top. We saw Jack Nykirk for a few passing touchdowns this year. Go deep to Brandon Bogucki, Aiden Hill. We'll have to look out for that tonight. Here come the Pirates, led by head coach Jason Wallach. Again, coming from about an hour and a half out. They're trying to come into G-Men territory with a small upset. They'll be in white tonight. what I could find on the Garaway offense. Not a whole lot of production, rushing or passing, but not sure how updated those stats are. And here come the G-Men. This crowd getting hype. This is something we're accustomed to seeing. G-Men fan base always out to support. I mentioned that 2-hour trek last year. Stands were full of G-Men, friends and family. It's one thing that this school does great. G-Men back to receive. Looks like back there will be Colin McGranahan and Brandon Bagucki, number 6 and 24.
Brian Bagucki and Colin McGranahan back deep.
Kicking off for Garaway is going to be number 5, Anderson Cullen, the senior. The G-Men outlasted Trinity last week in a close game. And here goes Cullen. A squib. G-Men recover! What a play! That's going to be Henry Vecchia bringing down that football. Garaway almost got away with one there. Kicked it right at the face of the G-Men. Going to kick it down the throat, thinking they're going to get an early possession. Come out here and assert their dominance, but the G-Men stand tall, get the ball, and it's going to be G-Men ball on the Garaway 40. Already in good field position here. We have Nykirk and Troyer in the backfield. Here we're going to see that pistol formation, the single wing. Nykirk and Troyer break. Ball could go to any of them. Troyer receives the direct snap. Is met early. That'll be number 11, Jace Wallach on the tackle. Judging by the last name, I'd say that's the coach's son. It'll be a loss of 2 for the G-Men on their first play from scrimmage. Looks like this Garaway defense is going to be tough. We have 4 on the line. Looks like one more coming up. Looks like they're going to be running a 4-4 defense. 1 high safety, 2 backs outside. Mishandled the snap. McGranahan taken down back near the 50. A loss of 10 for the G-Men. G-Men with great field position to start, but that Garaway defense stood tall right there. Ball is placed at the 49-yard line. G-Men ball. It's going to be a long 3rd down. G-Men, same formation. It's going to be Bagucki and Troyer in the back now. Strong side right. Defense doesn't shift. Maybe a false start. No call. Bagucki gets around, couple yards, but nowhere near the 1st down marker. G-Men's first positive play from scrimmage here tonight. Be Bagucki for a couple yards. Ball at the 46. 4th down for the G-Men. Looks like that punting team will come on. Looks like that punting team will not come on. It's going to be Nykirk ready to receive the snap. And he drops back. The punt option, and he'll kick it. Nice punt. Back to receive, number 30, Dylan Solon. Nice punt from Nykirk. And that bounces out at about the 10-yard line, giving Garaway a long field. It'll be 1st down for the Pirates. And we'll see what their offense has in store here. The G-Men defense remains on the field. You have Bagucki, a stud on the defensive end here for the G-Men. Sell, Logan Sell, that is, the younger brother of Keegan Sell, the G-Men all-time leading tackle leader. Hard to forget his name. But Logan Sell remains the descendant of his brother, and he's had some crucial plays this year. He's been a key tackler. Harper Troyer, the other linebacker. They go to the pass, screen pass, set up nicely, gets a good block. It's a pickup of about 8. And that'll be Solon on the catch. Excuse me, that's Raber, the senior. And he goes out wide. 2nd and 2 here for the Pirates. Looks like they're running a shotgun formation here. Trips out wide, motion, hand it inside, and he'll pick up the first down. Solon breaks off. A key block on McGranahan. Solon up the sideline, but Gookie takes him out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Huge play for the Pirates right off the rip. They're here to show the G-Men what they're made of. A huge pickup. Of about 55, 60 yards here for the Pirates. Huge play, and they're in scoring position now.
Richie got washed past the center.
Flag on the play. False start on the Pirates. They'll be moving back. G-Men fans like that. Always good to bounce back after a big play with a penalty. Disrupt that momentum. Let the defense get their feet under them. Get ready again here. The G-Men have 3 down low. 4 linebackers with 2 safeties up top. Quarterback takes it. Brady Giebel. And he might get back to the line of scrimmage. I'll say Geibel, standing at 6'4", 200 pounds. That's a big fella up there. Gain of 2 for Geibel on his first run of the game. They're going to go to that shotgun formation. You won't see them running the Wildcat. They're going to let the quarterback take it every time. Direct snap, hits the C gap. And a gain of a couple for Geibel again. Couple positive yard plays for him right off the rip. Helmet comes off. Aiden Hill on the tackle. And that'll be a Pirate first down. So Geibel using his legs early to move the sticks this time for the Pirates.
Logan shut the water off to the first full. Harper's just staying engaged with anybody and everybody.
Lining up wide. That'll be number 11, Jace Wallach in now, taking over the quarterback position. You can imagine he'll be running it or handing it off. And good stop by Trent up the middle that time. No room for Solon to work. Solon. And that'll be no gain for the Pirates. Geibel back in the game now. He takes the snap. Another handoff to Solon. And again, Trent on the stop. Trent using that leverage to get inside on that guard and take him down early. Now you're looking at 3rd and long if you're the Pirates. They obviously have a quarterback who's willing to throw the ball. Same formation. You have 3 wide, 4 wide. Geibel's going to need to look at the sideline for confirmation here. The snap to Geibel. G-Men rushing 3. Geibel looking to pass. Evades the pocket. Harper gets his jersey. Chases him out of bounds. Couple yards for Geibel, but not near the first down marker. And they're going to bring on their field goal unit with Cullen on to kick. So a good stop by the G-Men after a big play from the Pirates to start the gate. The G-Men stand firm, and they're looking at only 3 points here. Colin takes his steps. This G-Men fan base getting loud, and Colin's kick is good. So again, a good drive from the Pirates, but Ivan Trent using that big body to get in there, stop their drive short of a touchdown. And after a big play like that, that's a success for this G-Men defense. That's what you want to see when your team gives up a big play early. Now the G-Men will take over again. No adjustments here on the kickoff team. Again, here comes Colin. The Pirates willing to kick, as we saw. Colin's got a leg. Something you have to look out for as this game develops. Changes the whole dynamic of how you want to play it defensively. Colin now is going to break the huddle. Back to receive again, Bagucki and McGranahan. We saw last week against Trinity, they kept trying to kick it to these two middle guys. It looks like Sell and Nate Baz. Bagucki receiving. Loses one. Gets through to about the 29-yard line for Bagucki. Good return. Deep in his own end zone. And the G-Men will take over here. Here comes this Garaway defense once more. The G-Men again come out with Nykirk and Kane in the backfield. Kane, the freshman, has got some good minutes, some good touches, some good yards this year for the G-Men. And it goes to him, hits the gap, pickup of 2 yards for Kane. Two yards, but the G-Men are making forward progress now. Cade comes out of the game. Now we have Nykirk and Troyer in the backfield. Pistol formation. You can expect that to break. Real strong right side here. That's going to be offsides against the Pirates. So the G-Men are moving forward. It's going to make it a second and manageable here for the G-Men. You love to see that as a G-Men faithful fan. Get a penalty, you're set up, 2nd and 4. With Troyer in the backfield, he has that ability to break tackles. Snap goes to Nykirk. He goes outside, hits the hole. Nothing for Nykirk there. The Pirates are stuffing the gaps here early. Those 4 up front, their looming presence. You're going to have number 68, Colson Keller. 51, Cooper Gintz there, leading the charge in the middle. Out wide at outside linebacker will be Jace Wallach. All seniors. And false start on the G-Men. So those penalty yards gained right back for the Pirates. Now it's 3rd and long for the G-Men. Only one high safety for the Pirates. Up top, Yoder. Hand off to Bagucki. Tries to get behind his lineman. Gets a couple yards. Breaks free. Up to about the 35. Closer to first down, but not quite. So the G-Men, not much offense early on these first couple drives. You're going to have the Nykirk-Troyer backfield again. The run-punt option, as it seems. 5 up front for the Pirates. G-Men break for him. Send 2 wide. And there goes Nykirk to punt it away. Good tackle by Bazkowski up the middle. Brought down at about the 49-yard line. Was Solon. Looks like he's their kickoff guy, their halfback in the backfield. Broke off for that big play early. He's got the wheels, them big strong legs to support him, keep them feet chopping. And the G-Men send out their defensive unit. And here comes Geibel in the offense. We're going to have Speedy in the backfield. Oh, nope, Speedy's out wide. Empty backfield here for the Pirates. They've got 5 wide. To Speedy, fumble. Speedy recovers. With a name like Speedy, you better be quick, I guess, huh? Mishandles the snap there, but Pirates got lucky on that play. Doesn't go anywhere. Don't lose yards, don't gain yards, but they're stuck at 2nd and 10 here. Good stop for the G-Men. Braxton Speed, so you got Speedy and Speed. Speed to snap. Geibel's going to take it, cuts outside, finds a gap. Geibel up the middle, tries to hurdle. Shoestring tackle, I believe by Bagucki. Nykirk might have been in on it too. But Geibel picks up the first down with his legs again. He's a dual-threat quarterback, it looks like, early. He hasn't shut off the arm yet, but he's lanky. He's quick enough to get through the gap. And that's a first down. Another empty backfield. They're obviously not afraid to use those motions, use Geibel's arm. Trust him to see the field here. Slant, over the middle, caught. Another first down. That'll be Braden Raber on the reception, number 36. G-Men aren't used to playing pass-heavy teams here in the MVAC. You don't see an empty backfield frequently in high school football in general around here. But the Pirates are going to bring it. Got 5 receivers. Geibel goes to the screen. Speedy to catch. Speedy trying to make room. Gets through. Good block. And Speedy is into the end zone. There's a flag on the play. Awaiting the flag. It was in the backfield. And that'll be an illegal use of hands call against the Pirates. So a daunting penalty there for the Pirates, negating that touchdown by Speedy up top. Now they'll be set with a 1st and long, 1st and 20 here for the Pirates. Now you've got a bigger field to work with. Now you're going to see the backfield fill up with Solon. Still going to have that shotgun formation now. Geibel hands it off to Solon. Solon stopped early by Trenton Troyer. A gain of 2, maybe 1. Only for the Pirates. So the G-Men good at stopping the run so far, despite that big 60-yard gain early. Since, not much has been going for Solon here in the backfield, so they'll empty it right back out. Geibel back up top. Looks to the screen to Solon. Solon catches it. Gets a big play, and he's out for a touchdown. So 2 plays after the Pirates' touchdown got called back, they'll hit with another one on Solon. So Pirates take the early 9-0 lead. Going to send out the extra point unit to try to make it 10. Once they get that ball out to the outside, they've got good blockers there. They're setting up their screenplays well, getting the open field and letting their runners take command of the ball. And there goes the extra point for Colon, and it's good. Score will be 10-0 Pirates. So a good drive there by the Pirates. A couple short plays. We saw Geibel use his arm some more there on a couple slants. It's a good drive for the Pirates. Chipped away at it. A big 20-yard touchdown for Solnlin. So here again comes out Colin to kick. His leg's got to be warm by now on this cold, breezy evening. So like I said, the Pirates come in 9-2 with a victory last week, obviously, or else they wouldn't be here. But they opened up their season outscoring the first opponents 97-0, opened with a season-high 56-point win. They had yet to reach that 56 mark. They had a couple of close wins, but a lot of blowout ones. Like I said, their losses were close. And here goes Colin to kick off. Big kick. McGranahan to receive. Slips up. Gets his footing. Hits the middle. McGranahan has room. Misses a tackle. Up the sideline. Up the sideline. He stays in. Up to the 50 for McGranahan. And a good return by the sophomore. Flag flies on the play. Might have been a late hit here on the G-Men sideline. McGranahan uses those legs, turn up middle, then break out to the outside, hit the sideline, tiptoe out of bounds, and get to the 50-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 53. 47, that is. Waiting to see what this flag entails. Looks like it's going to be a loss of 5 for the G-Men on that penalty. Block in the back is the call. But then they have a personal foul against the Pirates for a late hit. That's going to be a G-Men first down, obviously, but where do they spot the ball? 45. So McGranahan's return didn't go to waste. They still have good field position here, up near midfield. This Pirates team is one that's been good for a couple years. Last year they went 10-0. They went 4 games into the playoffs, only to lose to the Kirtland team, who went on to win states. So a good team last year, and they retained their strength heading into this year. Nykirk to receive the snap, fake it to Baguki. Nykirk up the middle, and there's the biggest gain for the G-Men all night of 5 yards. Up to the 50 goes Nykirk. Speaking of last year, the G-Men went 3 games into the playoffs, one less than this Garaway team, and they lost to Perry, who went state and won the state. Losing to nobody, they had a perfect 16-0 record. The G-Men fell in a close-ish game. But this G-Men squad, not accustomed to losing over the last 5 years, has been historically good. The most winningest class in Garfield has been set. Nykirk goes deep. Troyer up the sideline. Troyer hauls it in. Huge play for the G-Men. Troyer goes down at the 10-yard line. I talked about that Nykirk cannon, and there he goes. Using that arm, he puts the ball right where Troyer needs it, and that'll be a first down for your Garfield G-Men. And the G-Men aren't afraid to pull it out of the running back's hands and send him upfield. You have Troyer, obviously, 1,000-yard rusher. He can catch balls too. Good play for the G-Men. G-Men only 10 out there. Here comes Troyer. Troyer to receive the snap. There goes Nykirk. Outside. Brought down early is Kane. A loss of about 5 for the G-Men. So after that long play, the Pirates pull themselves up by their bootstraps and get a good stop on first down here. Stop that G-Men momentum just a little bit. G-Men still in scoring position. That Pirates defensive line has been the storyline so far tonight. Not much action that they've allowed. No first downs up the middle. They've got 5 down there. And that's going to be offsides. So those 5 yards that the G-Men just lost, they'll get right back, setting up 2nd and 10. G-Men brushed that one off and set up for a 2nd down here. Not much room between the first down marker and the goal line. Bogucki and Troyer in the backfield now. This G-Men team has such a versatile backfield. You have Nykirk in there who's a deep ball threat. Then you'll put Bogucki in there who runs hard, uses his leverage, bounces outside, chased by a lineman, gets around, and gain of about 6 for Bogucki. Uses that speed to get around. I think that was 67 chasing him, which will be Miller, Brady Miller. And he's brought down out on the outside, setting up 3rd and manageable with 3rd and 5 here. Nykirk comes back into the game. Like I was saying, that versatile backfield can do pretty much anything you want them to. But Bogucki, good at staying low, using his body type to get underneath. And he'll step out of the game as Nykirk and Troyer fill the backfield. It's not typical to see the G-Men throw here, close against the goal line. Trying to get the Pirates to jump.
That's the quarter's out. The quarter's out. The quarter is out. The quarter is out. The quarter is out.
Looks like the quarter ran out of time, but they called a flag for delay of game.
He only put it up at 5.
2 seconds after the clock. The clock was already out, though.
The clock was out.
They threw the flag a couple seconds after the clock ran out. G-Men fans not happy with that call, rightfully so. That'll be a quarter break heading into the 2nd quarter now. The Pirates up 10-0 with a controversial call here at the end of the 1st. And they're going to make him run a play even though the clock says 0-0.
He didn't have his hands up, Coach. He did it at 5, not 10. He put his hands up. You think there was 10. There was only 5 seconds left.
So a loss of 5 here for the G-Men on a call that we still can't make sense of up here in the booth. 1 second on the clock now. And they're going to blow that one dead. Not sure what the, looks like we had a problem with spotting the ball there on that time. Going to be G-Men ball, obviously, here. 3rd down now, 3rd and long. Goes to Nykirk. Nykirk looks to pass. Up to Hill. Hill just over his head. Hill gets taken down in the back of the end zone. Hayden Hill's tall, but Nykirk just missed over his fingertips. So the G-Men with 4th and long now. Curious to see what they bring out here for the next play. Only 10 yards out from a touchdown. We're going to switch the sides now. But they have Hannah Timmons to kick, who's been relatively consistent this year. That would be a 27-yard try for her. We haven't seen any field goals by the G-Men yet so far. It's pretty much a guarantee that if they have 4th and goal, they're going for it. But we're just outside of that mark. It'll be about 11 yards for the touchdown, 10. And it looks like Timmons is gearing up to go out.
Over 50 items to win, including
we shall see.
And a variety of gift cards.
Timmons is going to stay on the sideline for now.
A pontoon wrestle, a walking pad, and other big prizes. Also, a 50-50 raffle.
Looks like the G-Men are going to go for it here on 4th down.
Welcome, bring your friends. Enjoy some great company and support our after-prom activities.
So a little bit of confusion brings up 4th down and long here for the G-Men. Changes the dynamic of the game there at the end. Now the G-Men are faced with a long mark to get into that end zone. It's 7:30, which means our Cavs are tipping off. A perfect 9-0 start for them. They take on the 7-1 Warriors tonight. We'll see how that goes. Now back to receive. Nykirk, 4th down, drops back over the middle. Baguki catches it, and he gets into the end zone. 11-yard touchdown. Nykirk to Baguki, and it's good for 6. The G-Men bounce back after a little bit of confusion and put the ball into the end zone. Cue the fight song. Here goes Timmons now onto the field to kick. In hindsight, it was a good decision. Get 3 more points and a chance to make it 7. Nice slant route for Nykirk. Hits Baguki in stride, uses those legs to get into the end zone. Timmons.
False start.
It's going to be a false start for the G-Men.
A false start against the G-Men.
So that'll make the field goal a little bit more difficult now for Timmons, 5 yards deeper. I believe the kick was good initially. Little practice. 10-6 Pirates. Timmons trying to make it a 3-point game here. Timmons takes her steps for the 2nd time now. That Pirates pass rush collapsed onto the G-Men line. And another flag flies, and another false start on the G-Men. And that's going to back him up another 5 yards. This will be Timmons' longest kick of the season. She's looking at about 30 yards here. A deep field goal for Timmons. We haven't seen this range yet. Let's see what she's made of. Snap is out. Ball down. And kick is blocked. Speedy gets right around the line and blocks the kick with no effort. The G-Men field goal unit has struggled to keep the other team totally out of Timmons' way, and that ball gets sent back. So we have yet to find out the range of Timmons. And that's going to be Speedy on the block. Quite speedy if you ask me. Now the G-Men will be back to kick off for the first time. And kicking off for the G-Men is Sam Strahan, the sophomore. Recently took over the duties. So G-Men find themselves down 4 here with a chance to go on defense. The Pirates ready to receive the ball. See how the special teams unit responds. Their first play from scrimmage out here. Strahan's kick flies right into the hands of Speedy. Speedy uses his legs, gets around him, and taken down by Troyer and Kane here at the 30-yard line. Not many yards on the return there from Speedy. Looks like we have 2 Speedy boys on the team, with Speed the center. So from the 30-yard line, Gabble comes out with the squad. We're going to have Solnlin in the backfield. And they like to run the receivers wide. We haven't seen him take a deep shot yet. The G-Men corners are playing underneath. They're just trying to chip away. There's an illegal man downfield. Flag. Gonna be. The refs get one right there. And that'll send them back some. So another first down, negating that 4-yard gain for the Pirates from Solon. So now Geibel will receive the snap at about the 25-yard line. Solon remains in the backfield, still 3 wide. You have Bronson Speedy inside. Hand off to Solon, fake. Geibel up the middle, breaks 1 tackle. Gain of about 5. So Geibel, a couple yards after contact, using that big frame to fall forward for a couple. Obviously very willing to use his legs if the play collapses or just a design run. Now they're going to empty out the backfield. We've seen this a lot. And Geibel's going to have plenty of receivers to work with here. Another screen pass, that's been their game. And stopped up the middle by Logan Sell, making a gain of only about 2 yards. Logan Sell doing a good job fighting through the block and getting right to the feet of number 11, Jace Wallach. So now it's going to be 3rd and long for the Pirates after a good G-Men stand. G-Men are going to keep 3 rushing. They're going to have 4 defensive backs, 5 that is, 2 high safeties. And again, an empty backfield for Geibel, letting him use his arm. Someone breaks deep, going deep, and he has him. Geibel, that's going to be Speedy, in for the touchdown. 70-yard touchdown for Speedy. And that puts another 6 on the board for the Garaway Pirates. Speedy has been an impact player this game. Number 23 hits a double move and goes wide, and Geibel finds him up the sideline. A well-placed ball, and Speedy goes the distance. After a good stand from G-Men on 1st and 2nd down, they break loose on 3rd and 8 for the touchdown. Now it's Colin out to kick. Snap, the hold, Colin's kick is good. And deep. He's got a leg. The Pirates put up 7 more. 17-6. Pirates on top. 10 minutes and 18 seconds left to play here in the 2nd quarter. So far, the Pirates haven't struggled picking up yards. They've had a few plays over 60 yards, or over 50 yards, that is. Not having trouble breaking off those big plays. Like I said, the G-Men aren't used to playing pass-heavy teams. They've been chipping away at those screen passes, a couple slant routes, and they finally break loose now for one over the top. And Geibel delivers a ball. G-Men receiving team ready to go here. See the Pirate flag on the Garaway sideline. Full stands, full away stand for the Pirates. Small band up in the corner of about 25 people, 20 people maybe. Colin not kicking off now. That'll be Wallach. So a different pair of legs here kicking off. Here comes Wallach. Onside kick alert, but he sends it. A big boot from Wallach. It's going to bounce, received by Bagucki, and he's ready to run. Hits the middle, tries to bounce outside, gets some room up the sideline. Bagucki, not a bad return. Able to make something out of nothing there and gets the ball to about the 30-yard line for the G-Men to take over on downs. Special team unit, usually capable of some big plays. It's not a shock to see one of the kick returners going up the sideline for 6. So far, Garaway has done a good job containing him, keeping him inside. We saw that return from McGranahan early. Again, we're going to have shotgun formation in the back, single wing. Big motion from Lutz. They're going to run it up the middle, and stopped is Nykirk, or Troyer, excuse me, with a loss. And they're going to mark him 26-yard line. So not a loss of any. It'll be 2nd and 10 now for the G-Men. Baguki trotting his way to the sideline. 1 out wide. Hill the man. Troyer and Nykirk fill up the backfield again. Kane the motion. He'll take it, and he'll break away, and he'll get a good gain of about 15 for the freshman, Ryder Kane. Good play design. The sweep, he comes across, takes it outside, uses them legs. Middle school track star, and gets those G-Men a first down. Good pickup for the G-Men after an unsuccessful first play here. Now the G-Men have a fresh set to work with. Baguki back into the game, into the backfield. Troyer and Baguki in the back. You could be expecting a run. Fumble. Kane picks it up. Recovers well. Ends up with a loss of nothing. About 2. And that'll be 2nd and 11 or 2nd and 12 here for the G-Men. 2nd and 11 is the call. So G-Men get out of one that could have been a lot worse. Still have the ball in the possession. Out of the game comes Gavin Mason, the junior lineman. Pirates lining up right on top of the ball here. They have that outside linebacker Wallach ready to jump in there. And up the middle goes Troyer with a nice pickup of about 10 for the G-Men. So the G-Men starting to get some traction now with their run game. Them guards opening up the middle for Troyer. Uses his size to get right on through. And now you're at 3rd and short. G-Men just need a couple to keep this drive alive. Easy play call for Mosier here. You're going to have Nykirk and Troyer in the back. Hill lines out wide. And Troyer will power through and get the gain of 5 and give the G-Men a first down. Troyer using that size, putting the ball, running it right down the Pirates' throat. That's what the G-Men are all about. That's G-Men football. Run it through somebody's face. And here it goes now. First down for the G-Men. Ball on the 45-yard line. Lucas Nyheisel out to snap the ball. Couple subs for the G-Men.
Wait, you said, wait. Who'd you send Aiden for? Colin's got to come out.
G-Men with 12 on the field. Realize the looks like they're going to have 11. And G-Men are going to need a timeout. Get things under control. And we'll be back after the timeout.
Timeout.
Fans in the stands, if your G-Men, clap your hands. Fans in the stands, if your G-Men, clap your hands.
And here we go, G-Men with a fresh set of downs. Hungry. Find themselves down 17-6 early on in this ball game. 7 remain. McGranahan out wide. Uses a juke move. Hits inside with a gain of about 1.
Dylan King on the tackle.
Dylan King brings down McGranahan. Pirates' defensive line is big, but they're also quick. They get outside fast. It's going to be 64 on the edge there is Dylan King. And he gets outside quick. He's tracking our backs pretty quick. Bunch of mobile big fellas in there. On the outside, though, you have Matthew Frey, sophomore. McGranahan to throw. Hits Pagucki in the chest. Pagucki drops it into the hands of number 36, Braden Raber. A Pirates interception. And Nick goes Pirates way with good field position at the 45. Good throw from McGranahan. Pagucki just couldn't reel it in. Pirates with a huge defensive stop there, stopping the G-Men momentum that was accumulating. And now here come the Pirates with a short field to work with. Geibel in the backfield. Raber, the big interception. He lines up out wide. Up the middle goes Solnlin. Solnlin, big play. He's speedy. Can he get by the last man? Pagucki brings him down at the 5-yard line. Pagucki, a nice wrap tackle, but Solnlin breaks through. Wasn't touched after the first missed tackle, and he goes for 40.
Let's get for a Pirate first down.
Pirate first down now. First and goal. 5 yards remain for the Pirates. Solnlin showing off that speed. Hadn't had much luck up the middle other than that first run, and there he breaks through again for another big play. Solnlin up over 100 rushing yards already. 2 big plays make up most of that. Now they line up in I formation. To Solnlin, gets through, almost untouched. The pulling guard comes through and gives Solnlin a good block to get in for 6. Garaway Pirates touchdown. Solnlin showing his versatility now. Standing in only 5'8", uses those legs, get underneath, get through his lineman, punch it through for 6. Colin back on for the point after.
To hold.
The hold, it's up, and it's good. Colin's perfect tonight.
Point after is good.
5 points already for Colin. 6, that is. And the G-Men line up to receive. We'll be back.
Henderson Cologne to kick off. Brandon Pagucki and Colin McGranahan back deep for the G-Men.
And we are back. The Pirates holding on to a 24-6 lead. 18 points is the deficit. The G-Men looking to cut that here on this next drive. Back to receive, Pagucki and McGranahan. Nothing that we haven't seen yet. And Colin's back on for the kickoff. Big boot from Colin. Puts it right in McGranahan's hands. He's going to shoot up the middle. And to the 25-yard line goes McGranahan. Flag flies late.
Got flags on the play.
Waiting for the call.
We have a sideline warning against the G-Men.
It's going to be a sideline warning against the G-Men. So the G-Men, a few key injuries tonight. Devin Bates, the speedster, rushing for a lot of yards this year. I don't have the stats on me, but you can see him shooting up the gaps and going for deep, big plays. He's out tonight with a concussion, I believe, and also Cade Rock, the defensive back. Snap goes to Nykirk. Screen play to Troyer coming across. Troyer, can he get outside? Breaks a tackle, cuts inside, and steps out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. That'll be just short. The sticks aren't moving yet, and we await a call. It's going to be first down, second down, first down for the G-Men. The sticks are moving. G-Men with a fresh set of downs. But like I said, Cade Rock out, Devin Bates, two big key players. Nice run up the middle for Troyer. Nice first down gain of 4 yards. Chip away. But the G-Men football team's not one to dwell on who they don't have. Like to pay attention to the guys they do have and utilize them the best they can.
We have 2nd and 5.
Troyer with a good gain on first down. Makes it 2nd and 6 here. Nykirk receives the snap, drops back to pass. Looking for Miller, can't find it. Takes it himself. Good pickup. Coming from behind. Wrapped up will be number 68. Colson Keller on the tackle, but not before Nykirk gets the first down. Another one for the G-Men.
Colson Keller with the tackle.
Good play on Nykirk with the awareness. Way to use his legs, evade the pocket, shoot up the gap. And through goes Nykirk for the first down. The G-Men, we haven't seen much variation in their offensive form. Now that they've got the power running back established, we got Troyer going up the middle, bounces outside, hits the outside, puts a shoulder down, gets to about the 50-yard line. So the G-Men chipping away now, getting those inside runs going, getting some momentum there. When the G-Men are blocking and running it up the middle, they're playing well, and they're gaining yards. They're bound to break through for one. That'll be a pickup of 5 for Troyer. So another good first down pickup for Troyer, doing what he does best. Bounces it outside for a good gain. Now we're going to have Baguki come in. We're going to have shotgun formation, single wing, Baguki out wide. Nykirk drops back to pass. Again, he can't evade the sack this time. There goes Keller, brings him down at the line of scrimmage. And a sack for Keller. Sacks are hard to come by in high school football, but Keller gets himself one. Fool me once.
With a tackle.
Can't get Keller twice. Brings down Nykirk at the line of scrimmage. Had no receivers open deep. It's usually what you can find when Nykirk drops to pass. This G-Man offensive line has been historically amazing. Has the time, but Keller just gets there quicker. Nykirk, fake to Baguki. Nykirk coming quick. Steps back, trying to get away, and can't. Fumble. He might have been down, but for now they're going to say Pirates football. The ball came out almost simultaneously as he hit the ground, but that's going to be Pirates ball at the 35-yard line. Another costly turnover here for the G-Men, and the Pirates have good field position. Nykirk obviously upset with the fumble. I don't know who that was on the sack.
Pirate ball, 1st and 10 from their own 30.
But he got through the line, brings down Nykirk hard enough for him to drop the ball, and now here comes Geibel in this offense. Empty backfield. G-Men have to be careful not to get beat deep. Motion across is Speedy. Speedy will get the ball. Speedy trying to make something, and he will. He'll pick up about 9. So a good pickup from Speedy coming across, waiting behind his lineman, letting the play develop, and getting out in front of it.
Henry Vecchia with a tackle.
Henry Vecchia brings him down eventually. Now it'll be 2nd and 2, so a gain of 8 for Speedy. Uses that speed to get outside. Now Sonlin fills in the halfback spot, and another big break for Sonlin. Sonlin keeping them legs chopping, and he picks up a first down for the Pirates. So Sonlin really showing what he's made of here. A gritty runner, stays low, uses that center of gravity to get up through. I think he hit the C gap there and up to the 20.
That's good for a Pirate first down.
20-yard line, just about 15. So now the Pirates 15 yards away from making this a 30-6 game. Geibel the pitch to Sonlin. Sonlin gets around it. Another big play from Sonlin. Every time he touches the ball, it seems he's getting yards. So Sonlin gets out and around off the pitch from Geibel. The pulling guards. And a gain of 8. So another good first down pickup for Sonlin.
Colin McGranahan on the tackle.
Here it is, 2nd and 1 now, so a gain of 9 for Sonlin for the Pirates. And they're inching closer to another 6. G-Men goal line defense, normally pretty superb. Here comes that I formation that we saw last drive. 2 fullbacks and Sonlin bringing it up the rear. Expect him to get the ball. There he goes, breaks a tackle, and gets into the end zone. So Sonlin for his 3rd touchdown of the night. And he gets in, making it a 30-point lead for the Pirates. Colin coming on to try to make it a 31. Another turnover led to 6 for the Pirates. It's 2 drives now for the G-Men that have been cut short with turnovers.
Brady Giebel, the hold.
And now we'll await the after extra point. Colin. Snap. The hold. And it's good.
Point after is good.
Nykirk thrown to the ground on that one. The score now 31-6. G-Men have 1 minute and 21 seconds remaining to try to get a drive going and put some points on the board here before half. The Pirates will receive at half in the 3rd quarter. So the G-Men want to see some points here. We'll be back in a second.
Anderson Cologne to kick off for the Pirates. Brandon Bagucci and Colin McGranahan back deep for the G-Men.
Colin to kick off. Big kick. Back to McGranahan again. Receives. Cuts middle. Space for McGranahan to work. And he'll make it up to about the 32-yard line. A good return from McGranahan. Uses that speed. Gets upfield. And gives the G-Men a chance. Put some points on the board here. 1:14 remaining as this offensive unit comes out. Look to see him move the ball quick. Set up a series of plays. Get some momentum established. Head into the locker room with things to talk about, obviously.
It'll be 1st and 10 G-Men from their own.
The G-Men got to get moving here. We're going to have a Troyer Nykirk backfield. Bagucki out wide. Lutz as well. Strong side right. Nykirk receives the snap to Baguki. Cuts back. Can't find a hole. Gets around and gets out of bounds for the G-Men. And he didn't get out of bounds. They're going to call it a running clock. Gain of a couple for Baguki. Baguki. Shake it up a little. As Kane comes in. Looks like he's limping a little. 2nd and 6 here. 2nd and 7 for the G-Men, so it was a gain of 3 from Baguki on the swing route. Now you have Baguki and Troyer in the backfield. Baguki behind center. Receives the snap to Kane. Across. A lot of room to work. Cuts inside. Gain of a couple for Kane. 3rd and 3 will be the call. So a couple yards chipping away at it. You normally like to see that, but as the clock runs down, no big plays were to be had. The G-Men are going to head into a halftime after one more play. See what happens here. Nykirk not back there. Can't expect a throw here. Kane comes across, takes it, and is wrapped up. Breaks off. Kane has some room to work. 2 to beat. And is taken out of bounds at about the 40, but the clock hits double zeros, and that will be the half. So the Pirates come out, establish the run game early, a couple short passes, and break off for a 31-6 lead over top of the G-Men here at home. Heading to halftime, and we'll be back with third quarter coverage.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the pride of the Pirates, the Garaway High School Marching Band. The Marching Pirates are under the direction of Mr. Aaron Morris and color guard advisors Michaela Berger and Brittany Miller. The Marching Pirates are proudly led on the field by Field Commander Bethany Stein. Love is in the air as we open our show with a tune by one-hit wonder Bruce Janelle that went to #1 in 1962. Feel free to join in on the chorus as we bring you Hey Baby. got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, we got the month of May. What can make us feel this way? How about that 1964 Temptations hit? That's right, we're talking about My Girl. This next tune was once ranked number 38 on the list of the 100 most Australian songs of all time. 1, 2, 3, take my hand and come with me as we continue tonight's show with a hit by the rock band Jet. Are you gonna be my girl? Ladies and gentlemen, the Garaway Pirates. Pirates would like to thank you for your continued support. And go Pirates!
Led by Senior Band President Hallie Sabula, Drumline Captains Hannah Koenig and Simon Fergus, and Flagline Captain Jordan Haney, the James A. Garfield High School is proud to present the Pride of Garfield, the Garfield Marching Pride. The Marching Pride kicks things off with a tune that ooga-chucked all the way to number 1 in 1974. Here is Hooked on a Feeling. We now feature our senior flagline captain, Jordan Haney, with a platinum jam from One Direction. Here is Drag Me Down. We'll try and do orchestral music, but this ain't Mozart. Here's ELO's Mr. Blue Sky. Miss World Multi-Platinum Smash. Here's Nicki Minaj's Starships. Who will continuously provide our students and families for all you do. Garfield marching part is directed by Terrence Sevilla. He's assisted by flight line advisor Christine DePasecki, drumline instructor Mark Guido, and me, the voice of the crowd. Have a great night, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please direct your attention to the scoreboard as we take a moment to recognize an outstanding group of young athletes who have made history this season. The Garrettsville Youth Varsity team, our very own future G-Men, finished their regular season undefeated, captured the NEOYFL Super Bowl title, and went on to become the OHSAA state champions in the U11U division. These young men have shown incredible dedication, teamwork, and heart, and we couldn't be prouder of their achievements. They are the future of Garrettsville football, and we can't wait to see what they'll accomplish on this very field in the years to come. Let's give them a big round of applause as they continue to set standards of excellence in our community. Congratulations, boys. Keep making us proud. And again, join us for a fun-filled afternoon at Slim & Jumbo's in Garrettsville this Sunday. November 10th from 1 to 3 p.m. for our after prom basket raffle featuring a variety of amazing baskets you could win. This is the main fundraiser for the after prom for our juniors and seniors. Again, there will be over 50 items to win, including theme baskets and a variety of gift cards. A large basket raffle including a pontoon rental, a walking pad, and other big prizes. Also, a 50-50 raffle for even more chances to win. All are welcome. Bring your friends, come and enjoy some great company and support our after prom activities. All proceeds will go towards making this year's after prom a memorable event. Again, that is this Sunday from 1 to 3 at Slim and Jumbo's.
And here we go to kick off this second half here between the Pirates and your Garfield G-Men. Strahan to kick off. Kick to the 30-yard line, bobbled by Speedy. Speedy hits a gap, gets about 11 yards on the return. He's going to be down at the 42-yard line. So at halftime, I'm sure big focus for the G-Men was stopping that run. I talked about how good they were at stopping the run, but they've allowed a few breakthroughs here in the middle. Just some good interior blocks there from the Pirates, allowing Solon to get up and through. If I had to guess, he'd probably have about 150 yards, maybe 200 total all-purpose yards, as he's the returner as well. He's been their star. Geibel's been a good game manager, picks up a few on his legs when he can, stretching them out now, and it's going to be those two that fill up the backfield. But Speedy, with that touchdown that got called back, but then the other touchdown on the other end. So a few key players here for the Pirates. Pickup of about 4 on first down. Good pickup for the Pirates. That's what you want to see. Run up the middle, it's going to be Solon, and he adds on to that run total. But like I said, uses those big legs to get up inside there. And he's been virtually unstoppable here once he got going. G-Men stuffed the run early, but once Solon broke through, he's been hammering it on. And there he goes again, up through the middle. And again, he just doesn't go down early. A couple yards for Solon. G-Men fill it before he can get too much ground. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4, looks like, for the G-Men. So a manageable, or for the Pirates, excuse me. Manageable 3rd down here for the Pirates. Geibel looking for the call on the sideline. Haven't seen the empty backfield yet. Solon's been back there with Geibel. Geibel towering over his halfback. A good 1-2 punch there. Haven't seen Geibel use his legs in these later drives like we did early on. And there's another pitch to Solon. Once he gets his speed going, he's a speedy guy. He gets outside, and he's able to power through, break some tackles, and drag some defenders along with him and pick up the Pirates' first down. The sticks move along the sidelines. And Solon, again, leading the charge, puts his head down, gets through the gap, shoots up the middle. G-Men running 4 down here. Looks like a 4-4 type of attack. Pretty flat defensive form here. Kane sneaks up for the blitz. Geibel, I just talked about him not running it, but he picks up another good play on first down. So these Pirates just coming out of halftime, chipping away. I'm sure a lot of their halftime talk was just keep doing what you're doing. Their guards are in there in the trenches battling it out. That's really where the battle's been won for the Pirates, is in the trenches. Solon's had some good runs, obviously, but that's made possible by those big offensive linemen in there. A lot of pulling guard action. Just opening up that middle for him to run through and then let him use his legs and break through that secondary. It seems like when Solon gets to the secondary, as we set up a screen here, and Speedy breaks loose a little bit, but good tackle there by Sell and Ryder Kane, bringing him down before he gets going. Looked like it could have been a big gain for Speedy, but a good tackle by Kane and Sell to follow. Like I was saying, when Solon breaks through the secondary, he's pretty much gone. When he's got his speed going, there's not many players in the secondary here tonight who can wrap him up. He's a unit, but there goes Geibel to the screen pass to number 11 Wallach, or to Speedy, excuse me, and he gets a couple. Brought down. Now it's going to make it 3rd and 6 here for the Pirates. Geibel, empty backfield, just like we talked about. He's going to look to pass, screen, hits him low point pass, and it's going to be close. It's going to be a first down. Pirates, that's number 36, Braden Raber. Almost a missed pass there by Geibel, but he gets it to him. Nonetheless, puts it low, keeps his center of gravity low, and Raber picks up the first down. So another stick. The sticks are moving again for the Pirates. And the G-Men haven't really put a stand on these Pirates here yet in this third quarter. It's exactly what the Pirates wanted to see coming into the third quarter. Trying to nail shut that coffin here. Still a lot of time left to play, but Pirates trying to assert that drive. Gives it to Solon with a fake. Then he hits over the top. That's Speedy. And he's going to get outside there. So Speedy with another Pirates. First down. The Pirates offense right now is just rolling right along, and they're already up to the 30-yard line, 25-yard line, 20-yard line. Things slowing up here. Pirate huddle. But those screen passes have been working wonders for the Pirates as well. And pretty much every time they get them out for the screen, they're not going to lose yardage. They get someone out there to block. They get the screen set up early. And there's another pitch to Solnlin. They're realizing what worked. He gets out quick, and there goes Solnlin. Another first down, and he's close to the end zone. He's going to be marked just short on the 1-yard line. So those pitches, virtually unstoppable from the Pirates. Once they get it out to Solnlin, when he's already in action, there's no slowing him down. And now we're not going to see that I formation like we saw the last few drives with the 2 fullbacks in. But we're going to see a Geibel take right up the middle, and he's going to get in. No problem. So a monster drive from the Pirates just to come off. Only took a couple minutes. They come out. They hit hard, ran it right at the G-Men, bounced to the outside, and they're beating the G-Men outside on those speedy routes, screen passes, and they're just letting their receivers and backs do their things. And there goes another 6 from the Pirates. Cologne, I hear. I've been pronouncing his name wrong. I apologize. Cologne out. Geibel to hold. Snap, the hold. The kick is good. So Cologne remains perfect. And the score goes to 38-6. The G-Men trailing by 32 now with the ball. This G-Men crowd is quieted down. And we'll be back in a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, this game will now be played with a running clock per OHSAA point differential rule. The clock will still be stopped after changes of possession at the end of periods and when a score occurs, and for the officials and team charge timeout. If the point differential should fall beneath 30, the normal clock operation will resume. Jace Wallach on the kick for the Pirates.
Wallach out to kick off. McGranahan and Bagucki switch places now. Wallach, the right footer. The left footer. McGranahan lets it bounce, tips it up. Gets some space. McGranahan gets up the middle, but brought down at the 20-yard line. So a good kick from Wallach makes it hard to field. The lefty kicker to McGranahan gets it up to the 20, and now the G-Men have 80 yards to go. The G-Men, I'm sure, want to establish that run game again, like they were doing late in the first half. They were getting it going. They just costly turnovers, and obviously the end of the half put a halt to their drives. But they were establishing that run game with Troyer inside. Bagucki bounce it out to the outside, racking up some yards there. So if you establish that, get a good drive here, get some momentum back in your guys, see what you can do on defense. First, you got to get some points on the board. Nykirk receives the snap on a handoff to Kane, cuts it back, takes his shoulder down into him, and gets about 5 yards out of the 25, or it's about 3. Good first down pickup for Kane, the freshman. Getting this many offensive snaps as a freshman is an impressive feat. You don't usually see freshmen running the ball. And Kane gets a good percentage of the snaps for a freshman. And he makes use of them, too. It's a pickup of, looks like 4 now for the G-Men. 2nd and 6. And now it's Bagucki and Troyer in the backfield. Again, the Pirates rushing 5. Bagucki up the middle, follows his blockers. Gain of about 3. going to give him a generous spot up towards the 30. And the Pirates, that defensive line just collapsed quickly. Like I said, the offensive line for the G-Men is always historically good. Every year they lose a lot of seniors, but end up coaching them up, having those guys fill into their roles that they need to fill into. And every year they impress, defy expectations, if you will. We see the same formation from the offense. You have Aiden Hill lined up out wide. We haven't seen him get used at all yet. Schroyer now up the middle, and a whole lot of nothing. In come a whole swarm of Pirates to take him down and lose a couple, but I think they'll mark him forward progress at about the line of scrimmage. Looks like he actually is going to lose a yard or two, and now it's 4th down for the G-Men. So a big stand there by the Pirates. Don't let the G-Men pick up a first down, and now the G-Men are probably forced to punt it away here with Nykirk to drop back. You have to wonder when the G-Men start getting aggressive, kind of an emergency mode. Get some points on the board, but you'd assume not yet. Nykirk shifts back, and he's going to punt it away. Nonchalant punting form by Nykirk. Bounces. Here's Solnlin using those legs. He gets out. Solnlin, big yardage, and there he goes. Flag flies real late. So Solnlin up to where the G-Men needed their first down marker, already almost in the red zone here for the Pirates. So a very short field for them. The Pirates special teams team has been well, and another call on the G-Men. It's been a big storyline here tonight. The G-Men penalties has just been racking up. I'd like to see the penalties for yardage. But again, the G-Men are moved back, so even closer to that end zone for the Pirates, and they're going to be almost in the red zone here. It's like they're going to put them about the 20. Yeah, it's going to be on the 20-yard line. So Pirates already in the red zone before they even run a play on this drive. And all they need is 20 yards here. Pirates offense taking a second to recoup. Get their game plan figured out here as they hold on to a 38-6 lead. So they're up 4 possessions at the least, with a 2-point conversion on every touchdown. 4 possessions here for the Pirates, though. They're looking to tack onto it. And this is an important possession for the G-Men, if you can hold them. With only 3:46 remaining in the third, you get to that fourth quarter and it's crunch time. But it looks like now we're going to have a timeout from the Pirates, and we will be back for this third quarter of play. And here come the Pirates. You see that I formation like we saw on the goal line. It's not to Solon this time, though. That'll be number 35, Brody Hartzler, on the carry. That's the sophomore, 5'6". Another short back. The Pirates like to utilize those short backs, use those low center of masses, and get them underneath those big linemen. Those linemen standing all over 6 foot almost, it looks like. And a pickup of -1 for Hartzler there. So a good tackle for loss for the G-Men. But every run now for the Pirates is burning that clock. And at this rate in the game, down 4 possessions, third quarter's ticking away. You don't love to see that. Again, that I formation, just a whole heap of blockers up the middle. And again, the G-Men stop the run. So that I formation not proving effective. That'll be Lewis Wall on the carry. He's a senior. Again, a 5'8" back. So if you're touching the ball in the backfield and you're not the quarterback, you're normally a shorter fella. but they're getting the job done. Solon obviously only 5'8", using that to his advantage here tonight. See if they'll line up in the I formation again. That's going to be a pickup of maybe a half a yard for the Pirates. You don't even have Geibel in the game here. Just a whole heap of guys that could block up the middle. Here's that I formation again, 3rd and 10. It's evident they're just trying to burn clock. Fumbled snap, goes to pitch it, and stopped by the G-Men, and a loss. So, looks like they might bring out the field goal unit, try to make it a 5-possession game.
I can't help that. I can't help that.
So, good stand by the G-Men there on offense. It looks like that was kind of the game plan from the Pirates, just keep them there and put a field goal in to make use of this third quarter. The rest of it, they burned about 3 minutes off the clock there. Clock keeps ticking down, almost down to a minute here. And once you get to that fourth quarter, it's crunch time. The G-Men got to start gaining some yards as this season seems to be winding down. Cologne, the hold, a deep field goal. And he missed wide left. That's almost a 40-yarder there from the senior. And not a lot of high schoolers that can make a 40-yarder. So 37-yard field goals missed. And the clock keeps running. They should have a reset on this game clock here. It's supposed to stop for a change of possession. G-Men are going to take over on downs. Might have been the game plan from the Pirates, give them a long field to work with, force them to burn some of that clock. They're going to have about a minute and a half left here in the third quarter. The clock keeps ticking, and they're not going to reset it. Timeout, Pirates. And looks like the clock's not going to reset, and the G-Men are only going to have 16 seconds here in the third quarter. So as we approach the fourth quarter, we'll be back after this timeout. Out come the G-Men offense. Hill out wide again, bringing that defensive back outside, Reifenschneider. And Nykirk takes the snap. That'll be Kane, actually, with a big gain up the middle. So Kane to end the third quarter, gets a big run, about 15 yards, and a first down for the G-Men. Some momentum going into the fourth, and we'll be back in a minute.
That's good for G-Men, first down. And that is the end of the third quarter. Brandon Maguki on the carry. Brody Schul with the tackle.
And we're back. I missed the Brandon Bagucki first down run. Another good pickup for the G-Men. They're getting some runs going here, but the clock is ticking. 11 and a half minutes remaining here to go for the G-Men. At this point, it's just about keeping your dignity, putting some drives together, and being proud of what you created this season. It's going to be an offsides call against the Pirates. A little movement on the line, and the G-Men will be moved forward 5 yards. Clock keeps ticking.
Offsides on the Pirates.
So the G-Men will be taking over here, 1st and 5. Driving. It'd be nice to see the G-Men put in another 6 here on this drive to show Garaway what they're capable of and cap off a few nice plays here. Troyer in the backfield. Another offsides. That'll give the G-Men another 1st down. So 10 yards of penalties back-to-back here from the Pirates.
We have offsides against the
A little bit of movement.
penalty.
The score wasn't what it is, and coach would be really upset about that, but Pirates have some room to work, some wiggle room, if you will. Formation stays the same for the G-Men. Hill moved inside now. Kane and Troyer. Kane takes the snap. Fake to Bagucki. Kane with legs up to about the 35-yard line. Kane takes a hard fall, but that's about a 6-yard gain for the G-Men. So I think it's safe to say no one thought the G-Men were going to be this dominant this year. 10-1 record up until this point. No matter what happens in the rest of the game here, it was another successful year for G-Men football. And that's something that these coaches have the ability to do. No matter what kind of class is upcoming, what kind of class is going out, it seems that they always make something out of a roster that people are uncertain about. And there you see the future of football here at JAG. Colin McGranahan, him, Devin Bates, guys of his like. There's a lot of young guys still on this roster. You're going to graduate a couple, but Brandon Bagucki is still a junior. You have another good year out of him, but Troyer is going to leave. Obviously, a 1,000-yard rusher. It hurts, but again, you always have guys filling the big guys' shoes and coming in, getting better. That's something about this football team is the dedication through the offseason. It's all the optional lifts are pretty much mandatory for this team, and they're pretty dedicated. So you can't be disappointed about a season like this either way. They made it to the playoffs. They won at home, and they get to play their last football game here at home. So now it's just a matter of running out the clock. You can see a few different people in the backfield. You have Kane and McGranahan taking the snaps. Bagucki's going to take a seat on the sideline for now. But that clock just keeps ticking down, 8.5 remaining. And the Pirates march into here. And they asserted themselves on the ground and through the air when they needed to. Their offense surely was powerful. Now Troyer takes a snap right up the middle. Big hole for Troyer. And he's wrapped up, but he drags the defender for a couple yards, and that'll be another G-Men 1st down. Regardless, it's good to see a good drive from the G-Men get put together here early on in the 4th. And they're just going to keep running it up the gut here as this clock ticks. 32-point lead for the Pirates. G-Men trying to cut into it a little bit. Bagucki and Troyer still in. Not quite time to throw in the younger guys. Foley. Bagucki, a nice hole. Bagucki's going to get free, and he's going to have a touchdown. Bagucki, a nice run, gets around, follows his block, breaks off, and gets in for 6. Gets the G-Men another touchdown and cuts the lead to 24 here. 26, that is. Trying to make it 25. Hannah Timmons comes on. Her first blocked after getting driven back 10 yards. This time she'll have a normal field goal range. And we'll see what she can do here. Trying to knock through the extra point. Cut the lead to 25. And squeaks right on through the uprights. And it's good. This crowd applauding. You can tell it's not just for the kick, but for the season. As these claps ring in here. This fan base sure is proud of their football team. And we'll be back for the Garaway possession. G-Men out to kick it off. It'll be Sam Strahan yet again. Only the second kickoff for him this game. Back to receive for the Pirates will, of course, be Dylan Solnlin, the star of this game. He's their guy. He's going to be the one puts the team on his back, gets those yards. A pitch back to him, and gets about to the 36-yard line for Solnlin. So no matter where the ball goes, it's going to hit Solnlin's hands on these kickoffs. Haven't seen that before. So you'd imagine the Pirates are just going to run it up the middle here. We saw last drive they had that I formation in the red zone. But G-Men defense still comes out, ready to play, and right off the rip, the Pirates points on the board on their first two drives. And from there, they were just able to pick up yards wherever they wanted pretty much. They found what worked for them in the pitch and the screens, as I've talked about plenty tonight. And again, they're going to have that I formation. That's their clock burner right there. The four-man line going to Lewis Wall in the backfield. And he's going to break free, break a couple tackles, and get up to the 45-yard line. So a play generated to burn some clock, and it ends up picking up 16 yards and giving the Pirates a first down. So the clock does keep running, but not before a big pickup from Wall. Same formation here, Wall to receive. That's the way it goes here in the back. Box packed tight here for the Pirates. Fumbled snap. Grady Miller jumps on it, the freshman. So that clock will keep ticking. And a couple more first downs for the Pirates might do it for this fourth quarter here. Huddling to milk that time. And again, here comes the I formation. Miller to receive the snap. Two runners to Wall. Gets up the middle and gets a few. Drags some defenders with him and some good blocking there from the Pirates late on. They're doing what they need to do to secure this W here in the Ville. Garaway had a lot of supporters come out with them, had their band. Good performance at halftime. They were having fun out there. A lot of people up top here on the press box. Packed the house here in the JAG Stadium. So as this clock ticks down, obviously seniors starting to reflect on their time here. You have Ivan Trent there on the line, another senior that the G-Men are going to miss. A big presence as Wall takes another one and stopped early. It'll bring up 4th and 5 now. But like I said, these seniors just taking their time to appreciate the time they've had here. That's really what it comes down to. But Bagucki back deep to receive. Bagucki, like I said, another year on him still. And he sure stepped up this year to fill in for losing two 1,300-yard rushers and Geddes and Sell. And they're just going to have the I formation again. False start, though. Might change that plan. It's going to be number 60. Bronson Owens, the sophomore. So they move back 5, 4th and long now. Not sure if Wall is capable of punting. And they're going to bring him on now. Clock continues to run. Wallach back now to receive and punt. And Bagucki and McGranahan head back. The band playing their tunes per usual at the end of the games. And a lot of band seniors as well this year, about 10, I think. And another whistle comes in, blowing the play dead. But like the football team, the band, the future is always uncertain, but Mr. Sabula always gets them in good shape, better than expected, or, in uncertainty. The band always ends up being good, so. At the 50-yard line now, 4th and 15. Wallach to punt it away. Wallach, the high flyer. Fair catch by Bagucki at about the 25-yard line. Once this G-Men offense comes out on the field, might be enough to wrap it up here. And we'll be back when the G-Men take possession. So the G-Men take the field. It's going to be Troyer and Nykirk in the backfield finishing this one out. Troyer for his last time here. And he's going to take it up the middle. Big hole for him. Hits it hard. And a good pickup on first down. The clock will continue to run. A few subs come in here. Oliver Walker, the sophomore. McGranahan, the sophomore. And Vecchia. So now the G-Men are met with claps as the seniors come out, and that'll all but do it here for the G-Men. Second and 3 for the G-Men here. Bagucki remains in the game. It's the backfield we're most likely going to see a whole lot next year. McGranahan gets through, gets loose. A good pickup for a first down. And like I said, though it's sad to lose those seniors, the future is bright here in Garfield. It's always about the next one. Coaching up the next back. The next set of linemen. At halftime, we appreciated the intermediate schoolers football team. So talking about the way down the line future of Garfield, there's that. Just one class after another for these G-Men. Here comes Kane wide open. He's got space to run. He might have it. Has one to beat. Cuts in. And he's going to go for a touchdown. Kane for 50 yards, 55 yards. Kane in for 6. Makes that scoreboard look a little better. Cuts it to 19. Timmons comes on to try to make it 18. So that drive without any of the seniors on the field. And that's got to be something that excites you as a G-Men fan. A lot of these parents here, parents of some of the younger guys, seeing Kane break loose. Like I said, he's been getting a lot of touches this year, and there's just a showcase of what he's capable of. What's going to happen next year? Timmons with the kick, high flyer. It's good. Timmons still only a sophomore. She's got a lot of development that she's capable of, a high ceiling for her. Obviously, powerful female kicker here for the G-Men. Always a good sight to see. And now comes off this kickoff unit. Still 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining. This should be the last drive here for the Pirates. The band continues to play as their seniors appreciate the last time playing here for Garfield. Football, that is. Obviously, the school year really just getting started. Football, volleyball season in swing. Golf, cross country, but coming up is the spring sports. Baseball, track, or the winter sports first, basketball. Men's and women's basketball teams look about the same from last year. Should be a lot of development. The pep band typically will make a return. So although a lot of these seniors are done playing for the football team, they might still see some action in the JAG arena. Should be a good basketball season coming up, and then into spring. We still have a whole lot of sports ahead of us. It's the nice part. Although football is many of these guys' livelihood, they still have the winter and summer to look or spring to look forward to. Get all they can out of their senior years. The Pirates now, Stoneland in the backfield. Soldlin. Looks like they're in victory formation. There's the kneel. Couple more of those and that'll do it. So the Pirates marching to the JAG field, to the JAG arena, take care of business as they move on. The 5 seed, the minor upset here on the 4-seeded Garfield G-Men. And now the Pirates will just let the clock tick away as G-Men fans are getting up, savoring their last bit of the season. And another good playoff run like I had talked about. It does soften it a little bit that it's at home. Don't have that bus ride home to reflect. But it's always hard. Seeing those seniors that you adore, those relationships you've built all season long, come to an end. G-Men fought hard, ran hard. A few costly turnovers. The Pirates' explosive offense ended up coming in here and running away with a win. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast, Double GTV. First time doing football. Feel free to leave a hate comment or a love comment if you want. But I enjoyed being here with you guys as the clock will tick down to 0. They'll line up to shake hands. And with that, the G-Men 2024 football season will come to an end. With the final score, Garaway Pirates 38 and your Garfield G-Men 20. An 18-point loss for the G-Men as they shake hands and go to huddle up post-game. Hope you all enjoy your weekend. It was great being with you tonight. Have a great evening, a great weekend, and a great year. And go G-Men.
G-Men, thank you for a great year.
I go